Well, hello there. It is Wednesday night. It's a work night for me. Sometimes I work my stamping business and sometimes I'm hosting karaoke on a Wednesday. Tonight, I am bringing you a live workshop, and I'm just going to go make sure that I am live in the right place and give you guys a couple of minutes to find us. Here we go. There we go. I found us, and I'm going to pull up your comments. So if you're joining us, please say hello and tell us where you're from. Hi, Alexis. I know where you're from. You're from here. All right, we got 5 people. Just kind of waiting for a few people to get logged in. Hey, Alexis. Say hello when you're here so that I know to find you. I see Jill. Oh, it is wonderful to be here with you tonight. It is a crazy time of year. Celebration has started. It is the most wonderful time of year. We should do a little chat while people are getting logged in. So I will give you some of the benefits of celebration to start. First of all, customers. And of course I've done the catalog walkthrough where I showed you all the items that you can get for free when you place an order. But for every $50 that you spend, you get to pick an item out of a separate catalog, or $100 respectively, depending on the item. So when you're looking at the catalog, the big thing to know about that catalog is if you are looking at the medallion, it tells you how much you have to spend to get that item free. And there's a ton of stuff. There's 5 different papers, stamp sets, all kinds of cool stuff. So then we'll move into hosts. So when hosts reach a $300 workshop or party, and that can be online, and I can do a party for you anytime. Just say the word. We can do it online and or in person, and if you live close. And you would get a host code. And if the combined totals are 300 or more, or if you show up in your own party for 300 or more, you get an extra $30 in host rewards. So at 300, you get $36 normally. So you'd get an extra $30 on top of that from Stampin' Up. So it's a pretty good deal this time of year to be a host. Now, I see a couple demonstrators popping on, Bernice and Pat. You guys get to double dip because you get your 20 or 25% discount on top of that to boot. So you get to be the demonstrator, you get to be the customer, you get to be the host. So you get the most value for your buck, and you can triple dip on those workshop orders. Now, if you're not a demonstrator yet, they have an unlimited, awesome, an exciting deal. It's so fun for me. Something just happened and I'm getting a weird vibe on the playback. So I'm going to just double check and make sure we're good to go. But if you're not a demo yet, for $99 plus tax in the state where you live, you can join with your favorite demonstrator. And you just purchase a kit. So there's no real commitment beyond that. If you hang around and you meet your minimums by placing orders and getting your discount under yourself, then you can stay for longer and give it a try. We have Stampers with Heart. We have a monthly team swap. I am making my swaps. This month we're making birthday cards, and there are 11 people participating from my team in the swap. We have, we're up over 80 across the United States, and we have monthly meetings, and we hang out, and we get crafty together. It's a lot of fun. So if you're interested in that, the kit's $99. You pick $125, your choice. Anything you want out of the book. You can't pick specialty sets like hostess sets or celebration rewards. That would come after when you put in an order under yourself. Let me think. In addition to the $125 right now, you get the opportunity to order the glass mat. You get it absolutely free. Oh my gosh, I got mine. I don't even want to pick it up. I'll show you when I turn it over. The glass mat, I spent $60 for mine, but you'll get it absolutely free if you're deciding to try out the demo opportunity. Or if the glass mat isn't your bag and you don't have space for it and you want to just get something in addition instead, you can add $30 in product to your starter kit. So it would be $155 for free, or you get $125, your choice, plus the glass mat. Pretty awesome stuff. So tonight I am sharing a 4-card class from start to finish, and I couldn't even find the cards. They are in my display board somewhere. I had a catalog launch on Saturday and my stuff is still all packed. So I grabbed the bag where my display boards are, and I thought that maybe we'd go through them and find the cards for tonight, which is kind of funny. Let me flip the camera. Hang on one second and we will be ready to go in a moment. Just getting you in the clip. All right, so this is my messy table. Oh, okay, so let's grab some display action here. And I am just going to double check that I can see your comments. Yep, okay, I got you. All right, so here's some cards. I built these display boards on Saturday with some of my swaps. They all arrived Saturday morning. And then when I got to Harmony Hall, I was able to put them in the in the bags for my displays. So these were all over the hall. I didn't put my celebration samples in there. If I go too fast, you can let me know, or you can pause it and on the playback. Oh, look at how pretty these are. Bee Mine. Here, we'll just go through. I just love them. And these are all, that's a celebration sample. I posted that one. And that was from the catalog launch on Saturday. Here, we're just floating through to find these cards. So how an online workshop works is I'm going to show you all the cards and we're going to make them. Oh, look. So here's one of them that we're making. And here's another. And here's another. And here's number 4. So these are the 4 cards we're making. I have been going to town with this stamp set. So I have these samples and my monthly club actually use them. So I have some project sheets written up for a few of them that I'll just put in an email and send it out with thank yous. In addition to this workshop with the 4-card kit, I have a 10-card tutorial. So anybody who takes advantage of the host code tonight and places a $35 order, you'll get the pre-cut packet that you will stamp and assemble on your own. So you'll need the stamp set and the ink. And the supply list I posted in our group, but in case you missed it, this is what it looks like. Oh, and that's my PDF. So everything that you need is in the supply list, except you don't need the paper because I already cut it for you. I've already done your die cutting. I've already done your punching. But it is pretty darn cute. So if there's anything in here that you want, you have everything so that you can go back and place your order with item numbers and how much everything is. So that makes it super easy. If you spend $35, you get the packet, and this is what it looks like. And if you spend $50, I'm going to send you a full package of these really cute embellishments that I will get with the host code when you place your order using the host code. So if you don't use the host code, I won't be able to get the embellishments for free to send you off with the kit. But this is what the pre-cut kit looks like. Now, something that I ran into on Saturday that people might not know if they haven't taken a class with me before is that card 1 on my directions is card 1 in the packet. So when you go to take out your cards, you don't want to pull everything out and shuffle. You want to make sure that you take out the first card first and then work your way down as you go through the packet. I don't have them stuffed in envelopes. I have them what I call stack stuffed. And it's nice. I used to stuff each individual card in an envelope, and I found over time, like things like this little tiny heart would get stuck in the envelope, and people would think that they were missing something and they weren't. And you know, so now we've got a nice easy system, but if you don't know when you pull it all out, you could get in trouble. All right, so that's pretty cool. You guys want to see some more of my display boards? You get, this one's the lavender. Isn't beautiful? I'm sure we haven't seen the last of that. And let's see, we've got this one. So pretty. I love this one with the woof. I kept forgetting to order these letters. I put them on an order today for myself because it made me crazy that I couldn't remember. And then this, you might have seen some of these online. I posted these on my business page. So pretty. I just love them. Anyway, thank you, Alexis. Yes, the bumblebees are ridiculously cute. All right, so actually I think I have, look, they're still coming. There's more boards in here. Look at the cows, aren't they cute? So my spring retreat, the theme is cows. So I can't wait to dig into this stamp set and design with it. That will have a to-go option forthcoming, but I have to figure out how many people are coming to the live event first. I opened the Facebook group for that today so that people who are registered are in there, and we'll start to get the optional classes in that event so people can see what we're doing. These are beautiful. I wish I could show you the whole board without moving it at one time, and then I could just pause for a minute. But this one's gorgeous. Ugh, they just kill me. So pretty. Is that the last one? Ah, that's the last one. Okay. All right, let's see. I have Mary Ellen. Oh, Mary, nice to see you all the way from Canada. And Pat, and yeah, the cows are amazing. I agree, Jill. All right, here we go. So we're gonna jump in and we're gonna make this love you card first. And it's pretty easy because the packet is done for you. I'm gonna lift from that daffodil base, and see what I mean? All of these pieces are for the next card. So I wanna put that to the side and kind of not touch it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I didn't grab a mat. Let me grab one. So since it's so yucky out and it's freezing everywhere, how about if you guys tell me your favorite thing to do on vacation? If you were going on a vacation today, what would you do? And while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna get busy here. Look at all those pieces. All of these pieces are in your package, so you gotta be careful not to go too crazy when you open them, or you could lose some stuff. Let's see. I'm gonna take my daffodil piece, and so all the dimensions for this are in the PDF. So you also get a PDF directions with anybody who places an order for $35 or more. And you get the bonus tutorial this month. It's 10 more projects with this bundle. So if you love it as much as I do and you end up picking it up on the host code, I will send you all of that fun stuff so that you can play and have some jumping off ideas. All right, so I'm just stamping like a couple of things off to the side here. And these are just, it's just a hive shape. Isn't that cool? And it doesn't have to be completely filled in. It's just background. And here's the love you. Oh, a cruise or anything warm beach. Tammy, you are talking my language. Yes, I love to cruise. Although the cruise ship that we were on is on its voyage around the world, and if you go Google that ship, it was the Serenade of the Seas. Boy, they've hit some rocky weather. They almost tipped over at one point. Yeah, craziness. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in these two heart shapes. Now these hearts came out of the punch, and so did this heart. So although they are hearts, we're gonna use them. You can use the heart for antlers. But these are our wings. So I'm going to go color on color. Right now it looks like eyes. And stamp my wings. And I also punched two vellum wings. So what I'm going to do with those is eventually we're going to lay them on top, but to get it there, I'm going to hit it with the bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, you could use the back side of your scissor cover, one of these, and go this way if you don't have one. But this is kind of an essential. Most everyone I know has one that's a hardcore stamper, but you know, it's one of those things you can pick up if you're placing an order with a stamp set or whatever, and you need an item to push you over to get that $50 free reward or the $100 respectively. Did anybody take a cruise this season, or is anybody on the docket to go somewhere? We're supposed to be going to Mexico in a few weeks, my husband and I. I'm really looking forward to it. So I used a little bit of liquid glue, and then I'm going to set these wings that are now kind of curved down into the liquid glue and let it set up like that. I was so busy getting dimensionals for the live that I don't know what I did with them. Oh, they're over here. But I really want the minis. And of course, there were like 5 packages of minis in my cabinet, and I didn't grab one. The mini would be better for this. If you don't have a mini, you can cut it down and attach this to the back of your heart like that while that's setting up. Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. This will dry clear actually. And we're going to start stamping our bee. Who's the guy from the Minions? This reminds me of the villain from the Minions. Do you know who I'm talking about? Be funny. I have a bunch of them left over. Maria was here punching for me, and I have a whole bunch of shapes that are that shape, and I think that I'm going to make that villain. Alexis, if you're still here, you know his name. I don't. Isn't that terrible? No memory. No recollection. Okay. So then we need our body. Oh, I got 2 Memento ink pads rolling around here on the table. I'm gonna use this one. So when I first designed this, I was having trouble. My Memento pad needed ink. And so if that happens to you, you can take a blender pen and fill it in. Although this is a brand new Memento pad, so it's looking pretty fly. Get it? Looking fly. Sorry, can't help myself. That was a dad joke. Okay. So this guy is our designer paper, and this one is going to be straight on the paper, but what I want to do is I want to put some antlers above his head on the paper. It also fits on that little heart shape, but for this one I just put it on the designer paper. So here we go. I'm gonna stamp the antlers first, and that'll kind of set up where we're gonna put our bee. Does the Love You fit in it to be a sentiment bubble. Oh yeah, it would. Here, let's, that's a good call. So there's the love you and boom. And you could go this way or, you know, this way. Absolutely. It fits. Let's see. So there's a visual for you. It absolutely fits. And some of the other ones would too, like the Bee Mine. Definitely. Super cute. All right, so that's a great idea. Who said that? Mary. Beautiful idea. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my Seal Plus, and because now my wings are dry with the liquid glue, and I could have used tape runner for the flaps, but it was in front of me. With this set, I prefer my wings a little tighter. I've seen them all ways online, like out here, but I like the wings kind of close to the bee. You can adjust based on what you prefer when you're making yours. But isn't he cute? So he's got the flapping little wings, and I just love him so much. Oh, happy, happy. All right, and then I'm going to attach this square at an angle. My friend Bonnie would call it cattywampus. But I'm going to make it so that it touches the corners of the paper. So corner, corner, like that. And then that will make this one easy to put on top, nice and square. So one is cattywampus and one is straight. Crooked on purpose. So I'm ignoring the black and trying to get my 3 yellow sides equal with my designer paper. Okay. Then I have the bee, and he's so happy. Look at him. I'd be happy if I were a bee, I think. Unless I was a bee in my house, then I might end up in a vacuum, so. I guess I wouldn't be happy to be a bee. Oh, that's funny. So there is my happy little guy. I love how clean my new Memento pad came out. I've been adding ink to my old Memento pad for so long. I think it's getting concentrated. And there's nothing like fresh ink. It's just laying down so pretty and clean. So I invested in a new one, and I think it's going to be, I might get another new one instead of a refill this time. Okay, and because it's Valentine's Day, he's bringing a present. I'm assuming it's chocolate. Here we go. Little heart. Oh, you know what I did? I forgot a layer. Ha! Good thing it was just... Oh. Shame, shame, shame. I almost forgot my favorite thing. Okay, so there is, I call it the Z, when you're putting ribbon on like this. When I first saw people laying down ribbon like this, I thought it was the coolest thing. And then when I put it on a card, it never looked right. Does anybody have that problem? Well, I'm going to put adhesive under the bee body here. And I'm going to take my ribbon and lay it down. So forgive me, it's been a hot minute since I designed this. This was my team meeting for December. Every month for my team, we have a 4-card class, and they just pay $10 for the packet. Which is basically the whole cost, because, you know, by the time you have the envelope and the mailing and the card stock, it costs that and then some. But this is what I call the Z, or you could call it an N if you wanted to. But when you're putting ribbon down like this, if you run it in a row, it actually looks better. It looks whimsical, like you just threw it on there, but it doesn't look like I would imagine in my head when I just got it on. So by making it into a Z or a letter N, it sits nice, and I have a better gauge as to where to put him. Oh my gosh, so cute. Now, where's my wink? Gotta wink them. So if you want, you can wink the bee body. And like I said, when I designed this in December, I had an old memento pad and my ink wasn't perfect. So I sponged a little memento onto a plastic or onto this and pick it up and painted with it. And so that's why this one's sparkly, but we can make it sparkly too. Just the black stripes, I think. And then I just took, in case any ink transferred to my brush, I just used it on a scrap paper. Okay, so that's the first product. So you do the background, you build your bee. He's so cute. I want those antlers to pop a little more. I think I'm gonna paint that with Wink. And then you can embellish to your heart's content. And like I said, these matching embellishments, so this will be free with a $50 order, respectively, for me. You'll also get a celebration freebie, so you can double dip. So you'll get the packet, the PDF, the 10-card tutorial, and these if you're over 50. And it's just the packet for $35. So, and please use that host code so that I can earn your reward and then mail it to you. Okay. I just love it. I feel like that's light. Like maybe I grabbed Lemon Lolly. I did. That's why it's so light. I'm like, this is so bright yellow, but you know what? I kind of like it. So this one is Daffodil, which is a little darker, and this one is Lemon Lolly, but it's working, so I'm not messing with it. I just grabbed the yellow off the shelf. I should put my glasses on. Now these little honeycombs, if you want to have fun with your Winkostella, you can pick one and color them in and go around the perimeter and make them sparkle a bit. You don't have to color them all in. It's actually kind of cool. It looks like there's honey in some and waiting for honey in others. See that? Super cool way to fill in with these. I just love it. Any questions so far for me? You know this is just as good as on the fly, so I am here to answer your questions, and at the end I'll take any questions and even deviate from the workshop if you need me to. Okay, so there's that. Ta-da! So cool. All right, so that's card number 1. Card number 2 is a Z-fold, and there it is. So you can see I had a glue dot in there to take the picture and it was still there. All right, so we're gonna take from the next card base up. Again, be careful when you open your packets so that things don't go flying on you. Okey-doke. On this one, on every single packet, I did not include a white insert. It happened. So I told them, my team, that they could cut themselves one or just stick it in here because it's just as pretty without it. So that's most of them did. We just did that. And then let's see. This one is for this side. So it's just on the flap that's folded forward here. And then the designer paper was cut to 4x2 and 4x3. I'm sorry, 4x2 and 4x1. So it fits on this perfectly. So here we go. And it's that easy. You just lay it down. I just love it. And then if you want with yours, you can color in the bees or the little hearts with Winkostella if you choose. And then over that layer, we're gonna tie a knot. I was trying to get it where it folded in the packet, but I don't think it's gonna go. So I'm just gonna do it over here, and we'll tie it twice to make a knot. So just lay it as flat as you can. Try to make sure that there's no loop-de-loops on the back. Tie it once. And then the trick to a flat knot, here's a good one. These are not the card club cards. No, these are the workshop cards. Good question, Mary. So then you fold this down and tuck, and you make a little loop, like maybe 1/4 inch, and then you pull the other side. So Mary asked a good question. Are these the card club cards? My card club is focusing on this bundle, and these are not the cards. I have a completely different set for them, and they are making 8 projects. So Mary, if you were buying the bundle and you pick it up on the host code, you would have the bundle for the stamp set and the punch, and you could use it for both the class and the club this month, which is pretty cool. It's a good question. So here we go. This is the side we're going to glue. And because I don't want to make a mistake, I'm going to flip it over and put the glue like right where it goes. Because if I put glue on this side, I'm going to glue my card shut. So I only want glue on the left-hand side. Definitely the colors are coordinating. And you still have plenty of room to write, and it's beautiful. But it goes to show that I am human and I can miss a piece. Usually we lay out the packets, so if I do miss a piece, I miss a piece off everything, and that's exactly what happened. All right, so for this one, I'm going to bring in the Sweet Sorbet ink pad. And I need the I Love You No Matter What. I know that I saw it on the table. Yeah, my table got so messy after yesterday's live. And I saw it before I jumped on, and I was going to clean it, and I moved it. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's here. Behind my monitor. So yeah, actually, I think it's a pretty awesome opportunity to double dip if people are in club, because they can get 12 cards instead of just 8. So I'm gonna cut this at an angle, and I'm gonna keep my scissors at the same spot and move my cardstock down. I've seen people go like funny with that, and I'm actually gonna trim it again because I stamped it low and I like it nice and tight. So this is just trimmed, and then I'm gonna curl it with my fingers. I am not posting the measurements for these. I am going to email them out to anybody who takes advantage of the host rewards tonight. So for these, they are going out to anybody that places an order that's $35 or more, along with that 10 card one. And then of course, club is just for club. So that's a good question, Mary. All right. So this workshop is free with an order, and you get the packet and the PDF directions, and the directions are done, and so are the packets. It's just a matter of getting your embellishments in and mailing them out. Super cool, huh? All right, and I can't help myself. I want to wink those wings and some hearts. They're so cute. These bees are even cuter, sparkly. If you were giving it to a little young man, maybe you would leave the glitter off, but I don't know. I think everything's better with some sparkle. Okay. Those are good questions. Thank you, Mary. All right. So that was card number 2. All right, we're going to go back to the packet, and this is card number 3. And again, I'm going to be careful when I'm picking these up not to go too sideways, because I don't want my insides to fall out. Let's see. I guess I could take the inside of this card and put it in the other one. That's a good idea. So like if you had that, you could use the inside of this one because this one's light enough to write in. So you could just move it by one, but that's the inside for that. And I gave you a piece of paper and made sure that you had 3 jars of honey. So I hand cut these to make sure that everybody had what they needed to make this card. Oh, here, this is what we're going for. So when you cut these out, I have some tips for you. First of all, I can't say enough about our paper snips. They're not expensive. What are they? $12? I'm gonna look at the supply list here. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, $11. Okay. I have a pair in my purse. I have a pair in the bathroom. During the pandemic, I actually gave haircuts with it because they are sharper than my German $300 hair scissors. Did you guys know that I'm a hairdresser? I'm still licensed. I don't practice, but when I had to, I gave haircuts to the whole family and I used paper snips. Oh, so funny. But these, they come with a little sheath and you do not want to put them in your purse without the cover because they will cut you. Just saying. And this little ball fits in the hole. So when you put it away, you want to put it away that way. If you jam it this way, it could damage the plastic sheath. So that's why I mentioned that. I've had a few people that have brought me broken ones. But yours won't be because you heard that. Let's see. Okay, so this is the first one. This is the middle jar. So cool. And like I said, this comes in the paper. This is in the Bee Mine paper, the honey jars. But I just used the jars like the image. So I feel quiet right now. You know, it's cool. Nobody's home. I have the house all to myself. And what am I doing? I'm crafting with you guys. So notice that I haven't moved the scissors yet. They stay in front of me stationary and I'm moving the paper. This will help me to get a nice clean line and not have it be too choppy. Thank you, thank you. Well, you know, it's funny if you think about it, music and art are really close together and hairdressing is just another way. Like I can give a haircut or I can trim some paper, but paper is my favorite medium. There are all kinds of crafts that we do in my house, but I have to say, I love paper. When I was in art school, I did a self-portrait, just of black and white and gray paper, down to the earrings that I had on. You can kind of see that it's me, but it's just black and white and gray ripped paper that I glued together. But I love paper. It's funny. If you're new to stamping, there's some really basic things that I would recommend, like our Stampin' Trimmer, and I show it almost every week on my lives, and how to use the paper and how to cut it and all of that. But these packets, these are kind of a reward packet, so I do some of the cutting for you so you don't have to. Okay, so I embossed this with the 3D Essentials embossing pack, and this is like a cross hatch pattern, and I left a 3/4 inch strip at the bottom not embossed. I don't know if you can see the detail on that. I know it's white on white, but what we're gonna do is pull in the Good Memento pad and the sentiment You're as Sweet as Honey. I borrowed this yesterday to make my apple card when we were doing the live. So we'll stamp that at the bottom. And then I'm going to put this on my cardstock with some glue dots. So let's bring in some glue dots. And you can use, if you want, your finger and ball it up. I'm going to use this I saw somebody on TikTok using this. See, it stuck to my finger anyway. And they were using these to like pick up glue dots. I suppose it would be easier, but I want to ball it up a little bit so that it'll sit behind the ribbon. I guess it's cool. She made it look so easy, but you know how that goes. Until you're good at it, it would look easy. Ah, look at that. I pulled it right out. Well, I'm sure that's not supposed to happen. And actually, it's funny because I never use that side. I like the spatula better, but that's what I saw my friend Rose do, so I had to try it. Okay. Where's my sample? There it is. So I'm going to go a little ways above the halfway mark on my white paper. And then we'll put dimensionals on the back of these. Hey, Rose. Rosie, sorry. How's it going? So this one's pretty standard measurements, Mary, because you were asking. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And it's just a standard card base. I love beginner cards too, because it doesn't have to take you all year to make a card. Here. In fact, I love that I can sit down and make cards on the fly like this, and that will be done in short order, and I'll have a stack full of cards I can give out. This would be a perfect Valentine card, so you could give this to your friends. It's not too sappy. It's not romantic love card, you know. Perfect Valentine. And Valentine's Day is the #1 holiday to send cards. It bypasses Christmas cards. I don't know if you guys know that. In a study done by Hallmark. They're busy copying Stampin' Up. Oh my goodness. Too funny. All right, so we're gonna, you notice I'm putting my adhesive on the base layer. It's funny. I am doing that because my layer is embossed, and sometimes embossing will break down the fibers in the paper, and then the adhesive, which is super sticky, will stick to it. By doing it this way, you avoid all that. Sweet. And then, of course, it needs Winkostella. And if you happen to get the add-on and you get to the $50 reward, you'll be able to pick your free celebration item. And then there'll be a freebie from me to say thank you if you use the host code. And so you would get some of these. So if you wanted to, you could take one of these hearts and put it shiny on top like that. Totally optional. You get the packet either way at $35 order and the directions. But if you bump it to $50, you get a celebration item, and I'll send you one of these. So cool. And by the way, Club is getting a package of these too. So just so you're in the know. I know that was probably a question coming. All right, so that is card #2. What do you guys think? Sparkly and fun. Love it. All right, so 4th card, and then 4 envelopes are in here too, so that you'll have envelopes to send out your cards. Stick that back in the holder. For this one, I could have used the stitching die to make my little swirl, but I didn't. I used a marker. So you can go either way. If you're going to stamp it, you want to do it while the white and the white are out. But I am going to do it by hand because I am. Because I want to. It's funny. So this will get stuck onto this to start. Let's just do that while we can. There is no bad side to this paper. It's all so pretty, but this is my favorite pattern. It's the white flowers on the sweet sorbet background. Leave that off to the side for a minute, and I've got this one to stamp. Okay, so now we're going to stamp, actually I think I'm going to do the black first. It's stamped so silky and awesome. And I want him to be looking up a little bit. So you notice that I pointed his stinger down a little bit. And then I happened to grab Lemon Lolly. The paper matches daffodil, so keep that in mind. If you have Lemon Lolly on hand, you could definitely substitute it, and it's a little bit brighter. But they're both beautiful. And you gotta love the little winky eye. Oh my God. So darn cute. When you're drawing a human, sketching, the eye line is actually halfway down the oval of the head. So if this is the head, the eye line is here. Something I learned when I was in art school. So I try to stamp the bee the same way, a little bit lower, and he looks kind of human. And there's his little, I'm calling them antlers. It's so funny. What do you call bee antlers? You tell me. That's the trivia question of the night. What do you call a bee antler? That's funny. I think I even put antlers in the directions, but I couldn't think of anything else to call it. Oh, that's cool, Bonnie. I was talking about you, I don't know, earlier. I definitely mentioned you earlier. Too funny. Well, welcome. Glad you made it, honey. Okay, so I've got my bee all put together. This is the 4th project, and like I said, we're using this for club as well, but these are not the club cards, so they're 4 different designs. And then I'll also, for anybody that places that $35 order, I'll be sending a PDF with 10 different cards you can copy and use in your lofty crafting goals. Sometimes it's nice just to be able to cut the paper and go and not think, and just know that you'll have a bunch of cards that you can put, use on hand. I love him. Oh, can't even stand it. I think I like him even better than the first one I made. It's a thing. All right, so I'm going to lay this down here, and I'm going to go 2 sides equal, and I'm going to grab my black marker. If you guys haven't tried the new classic markers since they redesigned them with the catalog last April, my God, you've got to look at them. So first of all, the back end is the same. It's a brush stroke, right? And they're great for inking stamps. You ink a stamp like this way, and then you pretend you didn't ink it up if you're doing photopolymer, and you ink it up again, and then you stamp. So you can do multiple colors that way. But then the side you write with has been upgraded, and I can't even tell you how happy it makes me, because they're so easy to write with. So just to give you an idea, I really do love it. So I'm going to make my little swoop-de-doo. And all you do to make a swoop-de-doo is you come out his backside like this. And you'll be the artist. Now, if you don't want to do that, I can understand. It gives people, like, some people, it gives them like total anxiety to even think about doing it. There is this stamp that you could kind of replicate it, but I like the bigger swoop here, which is why I did it. Okay, so where do you get those sentiment embellishments? The embellishments are in the mini catalog on the same page as the bee bundle. It's actually part of the suite. And Pat, you're in club, so you're going to get a package of the embellishments anyway. But they are on the same page. They are, ooh, missing from the supply list. Haha, fancy, fancy. But you're getting them for club, so you're good to go. But then you just piece it back together when you want to stick it down. Now, I don't know about you, but there is a direct correlation on how many dimensionals I used based on how much I love you. And obviously, I love this person very much. Sufficient dimensional usage is important. I do want to put another little dot there. Feels like it should have one. I just love it. I only peeled off the 4 corners though. It's about the height. It's not necessarily, they're sticky enough. It's not about things sticking down. It's just about the height. And I used Smoky Slate as a base with this. I like these colors together. The slate and the yellow go really well with the Sweet Sorbet. And again, all the pieces are in there. They're cut for you. So with a $35 order, you'll get the 4-card packet in the mail for free. If you go for $50, you get a celebration reward plus a package of the embellishments that I'll use the host code to get. So, and then there's all kinds of other things going on. The starter kit is crazy awesome. Here, let me flip the camera. And you saw this glass mat. I've been using it like a crazy person. I've been watercoloring with it, smushing ink on it, picking Wink Estella up from it, and then you just clean it off with the chamois that it comes with. Such a cool tool. And it's a $60 value that you get for free when you sign it to be a demonstrator. If you're already a demonstrator, there was a pre-order for it, and then they had to shut it off to make sure that they would have enough. But we've been told that if there are some left at the end, that you'll be able to order one. All right, let's flip the camera back, and I'll take a look and see if you guys have any questions. I sure do appreciate you being here with me on a Wednesday night. Let's see if I have any other questions. Pat, I answered her. Antennas. Antlers. Yeah, they're antennas, yes. They're antlers to me. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. But, you know, I can't come up with words all the time. In fact, I'll often call people by the wrong name. One of my best friends, Gina McGinnis, for years, I've called her Bonnie. And Bonnie, I call Gina. Yeah, it's a thing. It happens. I call things by the wrong name all the time. But at least we can do crafty things together, right? So, let's see. Is it easy to clean adhesive off the glass mat? I haven't put adhesive on it. I've done all kinds of stuff, though. I've done Wink Estella. I've done ink. Yeah, it cleans up really easy, but I haven't gotten adhesive on it. Go figure. So that's an I don't know. A solid I don't know. Let's see if I get any more questions. It is so easy to clean the mat though. And the cloth it comes with, you just want to get it damp. And then you can wipe everything down. And when it dries hard like the purple chamois thing. So you just add water to it and then it comes right back. And it's the softest thing ever. I really think that they did an excellent job with these, and it was worth the $60 for me. But you guys get it free if you decide to get a starter kit. So, or if the mat is not your thing, you can choose $155 in product anyway. Funny story, my nickname is Bonnie. That's funny. So you didn't know your name was Mary. Well, I call everybody by the wrong name anyway, so you could have been, you know, yeah, it's not very good. It's not, it's embarrassing. Yeah, Bonnie, I know what you're saying. Bonnie Blanchard is saying how much she loves her glass mat. It is just so fun and easy, and it's a permanent addition to my table. I won't know what to do when they go out of stock, because then people will want them and I won't have them to sell. So that's always an issue. So if you have the opportunity to get one, I think you should snatch it up. All right. Well, I think that we are all done. I didn't see any more questions come through, and here I am like a fool in a room by myself chatting at the camera. So strange. Who would have thought? You know, I have to say, like, I was always an in-person demo, and so I never imagined myself talking to a camera until we had that silly pandemic. But you know what I do love about it? It brought me to so many people that I would have never had the opportunity to meet or to know otherwise. So I hope that when I do these online workshops and when I come to you on Tuesdays at 3 o'clock, that I'm answering your questions and that you feel part of a community, because boy, we are getting bigger and bigger, and it's really fun. It's fun to be able to serve so many people, and I am very grateful and I am very humbled. So thank you in advance for your orders. And Mary had a question about the 10 card tutorial. That's the only one I can't sell you because it is not my, the 10 card tutorial is me and 9 girlfriends that got together and agreed that we wouldn't sell the tutorial. It's only free with an order. But the other ones, we can work out something. Yes. So she's from Canada, so she can't buy my product. You're not allowed to buy over country lines, but we can work that out. But the 10 card tutorial is not mine to sell, so I'm honest if nothing else. So anyway, I love you guys very much, and I'm very grateful. And I bid you good night. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be here to help place orders. I may go out to karaoke in a little bit because the person who covers for me is doing tonight. And we will see you guys on Tuesday of next week at 3 o'clock. Bye, guys. Thank you.